Here's the big misconception with Waves Tune Real Time. It's not that it tunes your vocals, it's that it makes you sing in tune. What's up and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to show you why Waves Tune Real Time could be your new favorite vocal plugin for recording vocals. And of course, to back it up, I'm going to show you 3 different ways that we can use it in your workflow today. So click subscribe and let's jump into it. One quick note. Waves has not sponsored this video in any form or way. They do not know I'm making it. They did not ask me to make it. I did buy this plugin with my own money. Okay. Waves Tune provides smooth, natural sounding vocal pitch correction instantly and automatically as soon as the note leaves the singer's mouth. Yes, that is directly from the website. What that really means is that you insert Waves Tune Real Time onto the track you're recording and then you monitor through the plugin. So the audio you are hearing has been tuned, but the audio you are recording has not been tuned. Now, as much as Waves would probably like you to think that this plugin will give you radio-ready, pro and polished vocals right out of the box, just slap it on and go and you're good, that is not my opinion. And while of course I am making a video that is suggesting this plugin, I do not think it is a substitute for professional and manual tedious vocal tuning. So even if you do still use this plugin, you will probably still need to manually tune your vocals before the final mix. So you're probably thinking, why am I recommending it if I don't think it's good enough for a finished vocal track? Well, keep watching because that's what we're going to cover in these next 3 use cases. By the way, if you are a DIY recording musician, you should absolutely go check out my podcast, the Self-Recording Band Podcast as well. You'll find tons of stuff like this on there. All right, so use case number 1, it helps you sing in tune. If you've ever had that sensation of searching for a note and just not being able to tell if you're too high or too low, or you just can't figure it out, this plugin essentially tells you instantly, hence the name Waves Tune Real Time. When you're singing with this plugin on, you are hearing the tuned signal. So what you're going to try and do is automatically match to what you're hearing in your head. It's like singing along to a song on the radio. It's a lot easier to sing along with that guide track. So this plugin gives you instant feedback and lets you adjust on the fly and get you a tighter, more in tune vocal performance. Now I will say this isn't for everyone. There's some vocalists I've worked with where it just kind of totally wigged them out hearing the tuned vocal in their headphones, but in general, I would say it works for most. All right, so use case 2. Knowing if it's good enough. No vocal is ever going to be perfectly in tune, and part of being an experienced producer is knowing when a track is good enough to move on or when it needs to be redone. In fact, this is one of the biggest problems I see for people that are DIY recording. They just don't know where the bar is, and they just sometimes redo things when they could be moving on, or they move on too soon when it's not good enough. This can totally kill your session, especially with vocals, because you've got a finite amount of time. Your singer's voice will wear out, you're going to lose creativity and become exhausted and lose perspective with the song, and you can be too busy worried about if it's in tune to notice that if it has any feeling, timing, or tone. And all of those things matter just as much. But the beautiful thing is that this plugin will essentially tell you if something is good enough, as far as pitch is concerned anyways. If the plugin is able to tune the vocal that you've recorded into it without choosing the wrong note, you know that you're doing pretty good and that you can probably manually tune it. On the other hand, if it is selecting the wrong notes, you know that you are too far off, and if you try and manually tune that back to the correct note, you're going to be in trouble. So if the auto tune sounds natural and you can't really notice it, you're doing a wonderful job, where if it sounds totally wonky and T-Pain like, you've probably made a mistake, unless that is of course what you're going for. Again, I really want to drive home that the stamina of your vocalist is so important. Don't just drive them over and over and over and getting them to do take after take after take if you can move forward. And finally, use case number 3, finding harmonies. If you're anything like me, finding harmonies is both painful audibly and mentally. It's something I'm not naturally very good at, and it takes a lot of effort for me, but I also am not a great singer, so it's pretty painful to listen to me try. But Waves Tune Real Time makes it a lot easier and a lot less painful. You can just set Waves Tune Real Time to the key of the song and then sing into the microphone searching for the harmony, and it will snap your voice to the notes of the key, and you're gonna find something sooner. Again, for me, this is a lifesaver, but for a professional singer, probably not so much. You can of course find harmonies using other instruments, like I like to use a guitar for example, but if I've already got a vocalist in the booth, it's a lot simpler and I can actually hear it with lyrics this way. And the last thing I want to mention is that you can of course use this as your final tuner. If you record through it and you find that it sounds perfect, go ahead. If it sounds good, it is good. A well-sung vocal is of course most important, and then manual tuning is a very powerful thing to take it even further. But there is of course always exceptions, and auto-tune Real Time might be that exception. And honestly, on something like a backing vocal, I wouldn't hesitate to use it. It's a great tool that can help you capture vocals faster, easier, and lower the risk of burning out your vocalist. Time is of the essence when recording, and there are more important things to focus on than just pitch. So if you can use this tool to get better results faster and also free yourself up to focus on the other things that actually matter, I really do think it's a no-brainer. There will of course be a link below to this plugin if you want to check it out for yourself and try it out. I know Waves does offer a free demo, but honestly this isn't the only tool that does this. I'm sure there are other tuners that are very similar and would do this job as well. As long as you can track through them real time with very, very low latency, it's going to work. As always, thanks for watching, and please click subscribe. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and help spread the word on this video. And if vocal tuning is something you struggle with, or you just want to learn how to record yourself better, head down to the link below and get a free one-on-one coaching call with the self-recording band. Again, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next week in another video. And until then, have fun.